Hello there, my friend, and welcome to Disney Travel Secrets. Rob and Kerri Stewart here, coming to you from the Creating Magic Vacation Studio in beautiful Windermere, Florida. You're listening to episode number 375, original air date April 22nd, 2024.
Which also happens to be Earth Day today. So happy Earth Day.
Please send all your cards to Attention Mother Earth and thank her. Also, it's Animal Kingdom's birthday, too.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, this week's show is sure to make you hungry. So if you are getting excited to exercise those taste buds,
You might want to go eat something first because this will make you hungry.
Yeah, it definitely will. And it's going to get you even more excited for your upcoming Disney trip because there are a lot of great places to enjoy dining at Disney.
Hello, my friends. This is former Disney Imagineer Hugh Darley, and you're listening to Disney Travel Secrets with my friends Rob and Kerri Stewart. As you can imagine, I have plenty of Disney secrets myself, and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's get this show on the road. Take it away, guys.
Welcome back, my friend. And as we are rapidly approaching 2.5 million downloads, I know, it's pretty cool. We want to take this opportunity to express an absolute thank you to each and every one of you in all 50 states and 102 countries.
Yeah, so here are the top 10 countries that tune in to Disney Travel Secrets. Coming in at number one, of course, is, should I do these in reverse order?
Yeah, do 10.
I'll do, okay.
Start with that.
So number 10 is Germany.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
And then we have number 9, Argentina. So our friends just south. And then we have the Netherlands, which we just went there last month for the first time, followed by Japan. So that's a park I can't wait to get over to. And then Mexico. This one didn't surprise me. Brazil. We know a lot of Brazilians come up to enjoy Walt Disney World.
Brazilians come up here.
Yep. And then we have Australia coming in at number 4. And I'll let you do the top 3.
Top 3 to round that out, and I don't think this will be a surprise to anyone, that is the United Kingdom, Canada, and the USA.
Yeah, so we are headed this week to our very first international park. So we will be going over for a river cruise out of Paris, and then we're sticking around to enjoy Disneyland Paris. So I'm super excited about that.
We're doing a 3-day, 2-night stay after our Alma Waterways cruise on the Seine. And again, we're very, very excited because we will be visiting the Normandy beaches and all the obligatory stuff in Paris, which would be the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower and other such things.
We'll post some stuff on our social media, though, for when we are at the parks. It will be at the beginning of May. So for any of our UK listeners, if you happen to be at Disneyland Paris, look for us. We'll be there.
We'll be wearing the hats.
We'll be wearing the hats and the gear. We don't know.
And for those of you that are here watching us on YouTube, you are among the first to see Rob's new haircut.
Just got back from
got back from my
I'm gonna get my hair cut tomorrow.
Our hairdresser, our hair assistant, our hair and makeup person without the makeup. Anyway, so Heidi does a great job. We've been going to her
ever since we
moved up here from St. Pete, so a little over 2 years. So special thanks.
And also huge thank you for those who have reached out about joining our Creating Magic Vacations team. We are actively onboarding new agents right now. And so if that is of interest, you can still hop on over to creatingmagicvacations.com and fill out the Join Our Team form.
The biggest thing we changed, for those of you, if you haven't listened to us for a couple of weeks, we used to bring people on in groups, usually the spring and fall. And we realized that doesn't sometimes work for other people's schedule, meaning you might have filled out a form in December and you were ready to go, and we were not bringing people on. So now, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, which of course you are, we are actively bringing on new agents, and we're very excited for this new group.
Yeah, and when you do join us, you do get you're calling it the golden ticket. I don't know why, but you do
Willy
get
Wonka, whatever.
You do get a ticket to our Agent Palooza event, and that also includes your resort stay. And this year we are at the Contemporary.
So our startup costs are. Investment in yourself includes the 3-night stay, the golden ticket and 3-night stay at Contemporary. I was talking to our Disney rep the other day, and we're excited. We have the same rep that we've been working with for years, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have you guys at Contemporary."
It's a great event, though, and it is something that if you are serious about being a travel advisor, one of the best things you can do is get some really great training, and I really think that's where we shine as agency owners, and we want anybody who really wants to jump into this and make this, maybe it's a part-time that turns into a full-time career, we could be the right fit for you.
If you ever want to be job optional, and one of the big things we talk about with our agents, and as we're bringing on some new agents, is with the way the economy is going and prices are up, if your wage or your salary wherever you work did not adjust accordingly, you're kind of behind the eight ball. So by joining us, we can hopefully make up that gap and start making you some very nice travel funds.
Yeah.
Some travel money.
Travel money. I like that. So last week we teased that we were going to talk about the DAS Pass and we forgot to address it. But what's funny is I think it's been in the Orlando news
Every day.
just about every day.
It's on TV. It's like,
yeah,
come on,
it's
guys,
in social media. And I feel like this is something that is a very controversial topic, and it is something to be aware of if you do require that additional service for your upcoming trip, because they did change some things. But if you legitimately need the DAS Pass, then you have nothing to worry about. You just go through the regular interview process and you will be just fine.
A lot of people are asking why, and Disney won't say this publicly, but here's what I think happened is that people were scamming the system. And I know specifically there was some third-party outside tour guides, so to speak, and they were kind of abusing the system to get their people the DAS Pass. It wasn't just them, but whenever somebody tries to figure out a way around Disney figures it out. And so this is exactly why they're doing it. It's because people were abusing the system, just like they used to do for some of the fast passes back in the day.
Yeah. So don't worry if it doesn't affect you if you have a legitimate need for it. And one thing is, I saw in some Facebook groups, again, don't ever trust those. People were saying, well, if you have the DAS Pass, you can go to the front of the line at every single ride. And it doesn't quite work like that. Because if let's say you want to go on Slinky Dog and you show up and the standby line is 120 minutes, they will give you a return time of 120 minutes.
So basically you're waiting virtually. You just don't have to stand in line. So you can, go have lunch, walk around the park, do something else.
Yeah.
But you don't just walk up and go, oh, here I am.
Yeah. So if you do have any other questions, you're always more than welcome to shout or reach out to us on social media.
Or shout at us too.
And we can send you the actual source and the steps on how to apply if you're coming down for the first time and you don't know anything about it, but you think you may qualify.
Now it's time.
Yeah. So I've been super excited about this episode.
This is kind of funny because, we're talking about food. We're talking about some of our favorite restaurants, but there are just so many. So we decided to pick our top 5. But we did it in a way that we haven't done anything like this in about 10 years. And we did almost exactly 10 years ago when we were on Norwegian Cruise Line. We were doing some proof of concept for what became All Aboard TV. And they gave us the Blue Man Group Theater to do some filming in. And we said, let's pick our top 5 things on the ship, but not tell each other.
Yeah.
And
so this is definitely going to be off the cuff, because one of the favorite things about vacations, and especially I enjoy this, and knowing we're going to Paris and we're going to try some amazing food, is the food and the drinks that you can try while you're on vacation, because sometimes you just feel more adventurous. And when you come to Disney, it's no different, because there are so many good restaurants, like ridiculous amount of good food. And so you're not just going to be eating theme park food like chicken nuggets and slices of pizza. There is some really good quality. And so I had a really hard time narrowing mine down to 5.
Well, I also did honorable mentions.
You did? Okay. I think I have one honorable
mention,
mention, and I just thought of it because, okay. So we don't know what each other's are going to be, but we're going to do them counting down in numbers 5 to 1. And then we threw in the
favorite bar and lounge.
Okay.
I added 3 restaurants at Disney Springs. I did. I added 3. I added 3 restaurants over at Disney Springs just because.
That's cheating.
It doesn't mean they're our absolute top of the line favorite. It's where we just tend to go all the time. So you already know what those are.
Okay, well, let's start with number 5. I'll go first. Ladies first.
Fine.
Number 5 on mine is Yak and Yeti.
We love ahi tuna nachos.
Yeah, and you know what? Ahi tuna nachos is the only thing that we ever get there. One of these times we will venture out and get something else, but Yak and Yeti is always one of my favorites. If we can get a seat at the bar and just walk right in, we are all over that.
Here's a public service message. If you're like a mom and dad and you have 3 little kids, please don't sit at the bar because you take up the entire bar.
Yeah.
And the bartenders don't like that because obviously the kids aren't drinking. So that's
unless you're going to tip really good.
If you're going to put your kids at the bar, tip very well.
Yeah, and here's a little pro tip too, is if you get the Landry's card, you can get points when you're dining at Yak and Yeti, and you also can use that birthday gift card there, which I am definitely going to do that in July for my birthday.
I think we shall. Okay, mine at number 5, I put in the dramatic rip-off of the paper. On YouTube, you guys are seeing this. Mine is Le Cellier.
Oh, good one. You do love Le Cellier.
I love Le Cellier. A lot of times we'll do that for my birthday in January, and I will get, we always split stuff, but we'll get the filet and mashed potatoes, and we just But that, again, that's a very special occasion.
It is. And
Lunch.
it's a lot of food too. And I've always been really surprised that even though we just split an entree and a side, we walk away totally full.
It is. Again, the portions of food at Disney are usually pretty big. And yes, we know they can be pricey, but they're good. They're worth it.
Okay, my next one, and I qualified this as a restaurant, just so you
gosh.
know. You know what it is. And that is Tamboo Lounge.
Even though it says lounge in the name, that's not a restaurant.
But here's why I like this for dining is the noodles. And so they have the same noodles that you get at Ohana. And if you don't want to have like a whole menu, you can get noodles, pot stickers, and wings there. And I like going just to get a little snack. And now that's what I want for lunch. But we've been eating at home a lot, so we can't go.
We're not going out to lunch. Okay.
Okay, what about you? Number 4.
And that would be Brown Derby at Hollywood Studios.
Yes, Brown Derby is so good. And what's your favorite thing there?
You know, I like their steak is surprisingly good, but we
Really
also
good.
get that salad. Which one is what is it?
The
Some kind of salad.
19 is it? No, I'm thinking
That's
of
Columbia.
That's Columbia.
We get the
It's
salad.
the salad.
It's the chopped salad
The chopped salad.
without the eggs.
Yeah, it's really the Cobb salad.
It's called the Cobb salad. See how fast we did research?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
It's really good. That is really good. Okay, my number 3 is California Grill.
Okay, that's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that one.
and what I like about California Grill is they have this ravioli that is to die for. And they do have a little bit of, their menu has changed over the years, so it could change at any time. They also have sushi that you can order there. So those 2 things alone, and then on top of it, just the views of seeing Magic Kingdom, catching the fireworks. California Grill was number 3 for me.
And that's where we took our top 10 agents when we had Lee Cockrell speak at our event. We took our top 10 agents in the Napa room, the private room, and their filet is really good as well. Number 3, we already talked about Yak and Yeti. Again, the ahi tuna nachos, that's reason enough to go there.
100%.
Matter of fact, our friend Billy Flanagan, who is a 40-something year cast member, we went and met him there for lunch, and we had those. He goes, and he works, kind of down the street.
Yeah, he works
at
on Nemo.
He works on Nemo. He's like, how did I not know about this? And now he tells all his friends.
Yeah. We've turned that into one of his guilty pleasures because he's super healthy.
He is very strict on eating it. He's in good shape.
Okay, number 2 for me, and this is one I want to go to soon.
What is it? What do you got?
And that is Sanaa.
I forgot about Sanaa.
Specifically for the bread service.
Yes, we get it. We know that.
You can
one.
tell I like bread, I like noodles, I like wine, and I like sushi.
You like carbs.
Stuff.
You like carbs. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like my sushi too.
Okay, number 2 for me. Teppanyaki.
Oh, yeah.
Epcot over in the Japan area.
Always a fun
It's
experience
fun because
there.
you're sitting with other people. They're doing the live teppanyaki cooking right in front of you. It's also really cool, even if it's just like the 2 of us, because you always get to meet people. So that one definitely
one's
makes the
super
top
fun.
5.
Yeah, and that one's fun if you have a big group of people because you can have the entire table to yourself. And yeah, that one's super fun. Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1, drum roll maybe? I don't know. Okay, good enough. And number 1 for me is a new one, and that is Shikisai.
Okay, I didn't even think about that one.
And this is the sushi restaurant that is right next to Teppanyaki. I absolutely have fallen in love with some of their dishes, and the last few times that we've gone, how I kind of ranked mine is I'm just like, what am I always craving? What are the places that I want to go back again and again and again? And right now, that one's at the top of my list. It could change at any time, though.
Again, we go to a lot. These are just 5 we kind of picked at random. Also, I love the tuna with the ponzu sauce.
So
is
good.
Phenomenal there. So
Yeah, it's a lot of food. Okay, so what's your number 1?
Number 1, that is Yachtsman Steakhouse
Oh.
over at Yacht Club. And we had dinner. When was that? Was it your birthday or what was it?
Yeah, it was. It was for my birthday. Yep.
We went and had a really, really nice steak dinner, a bottle of wine. And from where we were sitting in Yachtsman, we could see the Epcot fireworks. So
Yeah.
that's always good. So those are our top 5.
They're
And
so good.
funny thing is, we literally legit did not tell each other what they were, which is why we wrote them and put them face down.
So clearly, I like more of the seafood and the sushi,
You're
sushi specifically, and Rob likes the steaks.
Mine were more steak focused.
They were more steak focused.
centric.
So hop on over to our social media and let us know what your top 5 are. And definitely go through and read the comments, because if you don't know of any of the restaurants, you may learn from some of the people that go all the time what's on their list. Okay, now let's at least share what our favorite
Bar and
bar
lounge.
and lounge. Okay, This one, I think we're going to be the same.
It is.
Okay. And that is Tune In Lounge. And this is over at Hollywood Studios.
And a special hello to Julie, Elena, Dave, and Bucky. One of them is there pretty much anytime we go. One of the 4 people were there. And it's I know several people that, like us, we walk into Hollywood, take a left and head straight to Tune In.
And one of the things I love about it, though, is just the environment, because it's like going into your grandma's kitchen.
It's a very friendly environment.
Yeah. And it's fun. It's great people watching, and they still have never returned the bar stools. I don't think that they ever will.
They will not.
But you can go in there and stand at the bar and just chat with the bartenders and do some great people watching, and check out all of the decor that's in there, though, because I think that's part of the fun.
We were just there last week and we met a guy named Ty. He was there with his family, and he's like, hey, have you tried this new Italian restaurant? It's called this. I'm like, no. We just started talking. He's like, here, I'll text you the link to it. So it's a very friendly place. And a lot of people know the bartenders there. They have their own Facebook page, Friends of Tune In Lounge.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Now you had some honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't do honorable mentions, but okay.
See, we didn't talk about these. Here are my honorable mentions, and these are Disney Springs, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, Polite Pig, and Splitsville. If we are at Disney Springs, odds are you'll find us at one of those 3.
Yeah, we always rotate and go back, and sometimes I'll say, let's kind of venture out. Like we did Deluxe Burger one time, and it was good, but it wasn't something that I think I want to keep going back to.
We did a YouTube video on that as well.
Yeah. But there are so many good places, but definitely it's so fun. We were actually at an event at a local restaurant, and one of the bartenders that works over at Chef Art Smith's, he was there, Grant, hello. And sometimes we call him Maggie, but he came up and saw us and recognized us outside. But that's how often we go to some of these places, and we definitely have some of our favorites over at Splitsville. And I think one of their hidden gems is this, it's like a honeybee pizza. So good if you like vegetables.
Mike's Hot Honey.
Yeah, it's a lot of people don't think of them for pizza, but they also have great sushi.
Surprisingly good sushi.
Yeah, now I want sushi. Maybe we should have had lunch or something before we recorded, because
we don't have time to
now
do lunch
I'm hungry.
Today.
Disney's dining does get recognized because they do have some really, really great chefs and just great dining experiences. And one of the things that's kind of a fun piece of trivia is, did you know that there is actually a Michelin Star restaurant on Disney property?
Yes, I kind of knew the answer. And yes, I thought it was a different restaurant. I didn't think it was the one we're about to mention. I thought, for whatever reason, I just assumed it would be Victoria and Albert's. And it's not.
And it's not. But yeah, there is what do they call it? 1 Michelin Star?
If you guys have heard of Michelin Star restaurants, and to me, I was very interested to know why Michelin. And I don't know, maybe about 100 years ago, they would rate restaurants 1, 2, or 3 star based on, would you drive to it to have a nice meal, the 3 star being the highest. Why did Michelin do this? Because the farther you drove, the more often you need to replace tires.
Yeah, and so that's where it comes from.
Is it Michelin Tire? Yep, it's that company.
It is the Michelin Tire. And so I think that if it's a 1 Michelin Star, that means that it's a good place to go. And then if it's 2, it's even better. And then 3 is, hey, you drive those tires out and get over there, because you're going to have a fantastic experience.
And so that restaurant on Disney property, but not in Disney per se, and that is Kappa over at the Four Seasons. It's the 17th floor of the Four Seasons, which also happens to be in Golden Oak.
Yeah. So if you are a big foodie and you want to hit up a Michelin Star restaurant, you can on your Disney trip. Now, an interesting thing, and we read this in an article, is that there's actually some of the dishes that get Michelin ratings that are on Disney property. And I think that the California Grill was on there. Morimoto.
Sounds familiar. Morimoto was there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. I totally wanted to put them on my
killing
list.
me.
But okay. And and I think there were a couple of other ones. Again, the dishes change, the chefs change. And so it's always good to do your research before you go on your next trip.
So suffice it to say, you're never going to go hungry at Disney. Start trying some of the new ones. We're not saying eat at Kappa every night unless, you're the Rockefellers, but try some of these. And even some of the, if they seem more expensive, like we go to Le Cellier, definitely not an inexpensive, and we do this for lunch, but we'll share a meal. They encourage, well, maybe not encourage, but they are quite happy if you share or not. And a lot of this is about the experience. All the places we mentioned, they're a great experience.
Yeah. And keep in mind that if you do want to do those character dining, that those you cannot share meals. And so those do add up. So if you are budgeting for your vacation, but you want to throw in some unique dining experience like a tepanito or something special, plan for at least one night and just budget, and you will definitely thank us.
At least one of the nights, plan a 2-hour meal and just enjoy it.
Yeah. So if we can help you plan your Disney vacation and give you even more restaurant ideas, because as I always tell people, food is personal. And so everybody's going to like different things. But if we can help point you in the right direction, please reach out to us. You can just go to creatingmagicvacations.com and click on the Plan a Vacation form.
Thanks again for listening or watching if you're watching us on YouTube. Until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.